What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fishing with Colton, and today we're going to do a how-to whopper plopper. So the whopper plopper, it's a very controversial bait, all right? It's actually a lot of fun to fish, whether you fish it for the, whether you fish it for the sound, or whether you fish it for the looks. There's a bunch of different reasons to fish the whopper plopper. Even if it just looks cool, solid reason. Personally, the sound is my favorite. And there's a bunch of different whopper ploppers. There's a bunch of different weights, shapes, and sizes. Me personally, I like the Berkley Chopo 75. It has a good balance between heavier, can catch giant bass, and can also catch the smaller size of bass. But you can take a look at it here. That's what I would really recommend, is the Berkley Chopo 75. I have this in MF Bluegill. And so basically what happens as it sits on the top of the water, right? So it's on the top of the water will hit the inside of this spoon and flick it that way. And it'll just spin over. And that'll shoot water that way. But it'll also make a sound, and it'll also really attract the fish if you throw it in the right spots. Like down the bank and like towards the middle are really good spots to throw this Berkley Chopo 75. So now I'm going to show you how to fish it. So basically, you're going to want to throw it out there. And then it's going to sit on the top of the water. And then you're just going to reel it in. Slow, and reel it in slow, reel it in fast, reel it in kind of medium. I usually sit somewhere around the medium to slower range. But a lot of people don't understand that when you cast something out, you're not trying to catch a fish until it's back on the bank. So there's something called the strike zone. You're gonna reel it in. I've reeled it in about 10, 15 feet. And right about there is where I would just reel it back in and cast it back out again. It's really simple bait. You just have to get the hang of it. And, you know, if you're just sitting here alone, really stressed out, that majestic sound will really help you out. Here, we'll get a close up on it. Now we're going to go into the combo that I recommend for the Berkley Chopo, or topwater in general. I'm not fishing with the combo that I would recommend, but I would recommend a 7 foot to 7.3 medium to medium heavy rod. And I would recommend either like 20 to 25 pound fluorocarbon. Like, you'll hear these people and they'll be fishing with like 50-pound braid. Like, you're not gonna catch a 50-pound bass, and you're not gonna get snagged where you need to pull 50 pounds. Right now, I'm fishing it just fine with 12-pound fluorocarbon. Not even like 25 pounds. Right now, I'm fishing it on my Cast King Spartacus 2. A great budget reel if you want to really get into bait casting. It's a great one to start on. but I would recommend a 7-foot to 7'3" medium to medium heavy rod with 20 to 25 pound fluorocarbon, or you can do, I like the fluorocarbon because it's stretchy and it's practically invisible. And so, but with the braid that a lot of these people are fishing, it is it's too like thick. Like the fish will see it and not eat it because they see this giant rope attached to the back of this bait that they're trying to eat. And so that's basically how to fish the plopper, or the wopper plopper. And now I'm going to show you where to fish the wopper plopper. So I'm standing on the bank here of Piney Run Park here in Maryland. And so if you could show them like down that bank, I'm going to cast it right down there. Right out there into the sun. Sorry about that. I'm just going to reel. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, once it gets out of the strike zone, you can just reel it in as fast as you want to. And then you throw it down the other bank. That's not really down the bank, but we have a tree down the bank. So now I get when you're looking at it, when you're looking at the Berkeley Chapo or some other bait, wopper ploppers, they're not the most affordable bait known to mankind. I got this one for about $9-ish. But if you get one that you really like, there's no reason to get any more unless you're an addict to buying fishing gear like me and most anglers. But that's how to fish, where to fish, what to fish the wopper plopper. Let me know if you want more how-to videos. We'll see you later with Fishing with Colton.